Hey there guys, welcome back to Craig's Horror House, the channel that brings you everything horror, old and new. Now, over the weekend I saw the new released Dylan's New Nightmare, which is a fan Elm Street film that's been uploaded to YouTube, and horror fans like myself have been very excited to see this short film because this movie is a direct sequel to Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and the main star in the short film is Miko Hughes, who played Dylan in Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which is just amazing. So in this film, Dylan is now all grown up and he is following in his on-screen mum's footsteps and trying his best to become an actor. When the film begins, Dylan goes to an audition and the three judges, they recognize who Dylan's parents are, or were in his father's case, because don't forget his father died. Now, it's not long before some weird things start to happen and you end up realizing that this is actually a nightmare. Now, the judges, they end up killing themselves before Freddy ends up making an appearance, and Dylan and Freddy, they come face to face once again, and it's just a brilliant moment. The guy who plays Freddy is absolutely incredible, and I just loved the whole look of this version of Freddy. It almost kind of like reminded me of the version from Freddy's Revenge in Nightmare 2, which in my opinion is the most scariest version of Freddy in terms of the makeup and things. Also, the voice and the laugh was just so spot on in this film. They definitely made Freddy more menacing rather than funny and jokey, which is a personal favourite of mine. Freddy should be scary, not funny. Now, unfortunately, there isn't a Heather Langenkamp appearance in the movie, but we do learn that Dylan's on-screen mum is in a mental institution. So her absence from Dylan's life is really well explained and scattered throughout, and Dylan is even having counselling himself, which was featured, quite a lot in the trailer. There are some really cool moments where Freddy's voice ends up making an appearance, like the part where Dylan, he's on the phone to the mental institution wanting to have a chat with his mother, and while he is on hold, Freddy starts to do this really heavy breathing and his voice comes through, and for a moment there I did think that Freddy's tongue was going to come flying through Dylan's mobile phone, but the whole heavy breathing, it was really creepy. They really made little moments like that just amazingly scary, and it's just really cool to see Freddy in today's world, with all of the new technology and all of the, super smart mobile phones that we all have. These things weren't around back in the 80s and the 90s. We do have a good kill scene, and it's Dylan's psychiatrist who's the victim. Freddy ends up killing her while she's recording this tape, and once again, Freddy's voice comes through just before he ends up making an appearance, and he ends up butchering this woman by chopping her arm off and then plunges his famous glove into her chest. I love the moment where Freddy is almost like being reborn through Dylan's bed, and it was just fantastic. And then Freddy, he ends up creeping around Dylan's room while Dylan is sleeping, and Rex the dinosaur makes an appearance. It just had a whole load of nostalgia for Nightmare fans, and I just freaking loved every moment of it. Probably the biggest highlight for me was when Dylan was driving home and he is playing Running from This Dream Warrior. God, when I heard that, I was like, wow. This is it. This is amazing. Running from This Nightmare, if you didn't already know, is the soundtrack to Dream Master in Nightmare 4. It's played during the opening scene when that little girl, she's drawing Freddy's house on the pavement with some chalk. And of course, the Dream Warrior song is self-explanatory. It was used in Nightmare 3 Dream Warriors, and the two songs were just kind of blended together. There were just so many awesome callbacks, but this was definitely my favourite moment of all of these callbacks. But guys, this was literally, what can I say, a Nightmare on Elm Street fans' wet dream. Probably my only gripe about this movie is that it wasn't long enough. I didn't want it to end. It literally went so fast. It ends basically with Dylan, his mum ends up ringing him and we hear her voice saying, "Dylan, this is Mom," before the film ends. And, it wasn't the real Heather Langenkamp's voice. It was, a different actress doing the little voiceover, but oh, I just wanted more. I would love to see a full feature-length sequel to this. It was just, oh, there are no words, guys. It is hands down the best fan film I have ever seen on YouTube. It really, really is. Everyone did a great job. Miko was incredible in his role, everything from his emotion in his face in certain scenes, and also Miko is looking pretty damn fit as an adult. If they ever do revive the Nightmare franchise, which I'm really sure they will at some point, Dave McRae, who's playing Freddy in this film, would be perfect for the role. You can tell that they worked bloody hard to create the perfect Freddy, and they totally respected and honoured Robert Englund and Wes Craven. I just really hope we get some more of this. It almost felt like a little bit of a pilot episode for the main event. If we don't get any more of this specific movie, then I just really hope that there is a filmmaker out there taking note of what's being created here for all of us and brings A Nightmare on Elm Street back, because it is massively missed. If you haven't already seen Dylan's New Nightmare, then I will leave a link directly to the YouTube video for you to go and watch in the description box, but either way, I want to hear your opinions on this. Let me know what you thought of Dylan's New Nightmare, what were your favourite moments, and what did you think of the guy playing Freddy? Okay then guys, well thank you all for watching today's video. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, stay safe out there, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.